Hey guys, this is Ionica here, and today we have my first bass tutorial for like a monster growl kind of. It's kind of not Skrillex kind of. It's like I made it myself, but we have a Ableton setup here, simple kick and snare setup, Vengeance samples. So it's kind of just like a simple kick and snare. Yeah, so we'll go ahead here and open Massive by clicking this little wrench here to open Massive. Alright, we'll start off with opening all three oscillators with a really crappy sound right now, just going like. So we'll change it to gentle speech. Alright, and then we'll drag the wavetable position till it's pointing at the T, and set all three oscillators to bend minus plus first. So after that, we're going to drag the intensity here because we're going to want to modify it later. And after, we're going to drag this pitch down. If you hold down the Alt key on the Mac, you can drag this down and drop it down one octave. So just like. So for now, let's isolate the first oscillator. All right, and then after that, drag the filters all the way up like this. So it's starting to sound like a growl, but it's not a growl kind of sound yet. So drag this so it points at the T in intensity. Alright, and then we're going to oscillator 2, right? And then we're going to use the chrome. It's like located in the digital and hybrid, just so you know. And then after that, we're going to pitch this one down 24 octaves. If you hold down the Alt key and drag this down, it'll drag it down 2 octaves. So then you drag the wavetable position so it's pointing also at the T. It sounds like it doesn't sound that good right now, but once you drag the intensity up, see, it's starting to sound like it. So it's going to point right at the E. And then since it's a little that's a little overpowering the gentle speech, so we're going to drag the amp down a little bit, about right there. Right there is about good. So we're going to open the third oscillator. We're going to use the deep throat, and then we're going to drag this one down 24 to negative 24. It's also bend minus plus. So we're going to leave the wavetable position at where it is, and then we're also going to drag the intensity until it's pointing at the T. And this is all routed filter 1. Next thing you want to do is right click this and click clear macro 1 and drag these all three to the intensity. So we're going to drag all of these to the intensity. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it the Growl because it's what it's made for. So we're going to drag this one to the right till it's about halfway, a little less than halfway. And then we're going to, oh, what am I doing? And then we're going to take this and then we're going to drag it about the exact same place. This one, it's also the exact same place. So it's going to be like right there, just about. And if we use the macro control, so it's going from basically from the opposite direction to this to make that growly sound. So it sounds pretty crappy right now, but we're going to add some EQing probably later, and then we're going to add some wow filter. I'll explain to you what that is. So put some feedback on a little above the post A, and we're routing all of this to filter 1, so we're only using one filter. We're going to use the band reject filter, right? And this is where it starts to get cool. So it sounds pretty a little too high pass. So we're going to drag the bandwidth a little like around a little over 9 o'clock. We drag the resonance about the same place but a little higher. The cutoff all the way down. I'm going to drag this growl macro, drag it to about 9, a little over 9 o'clock. So it's going to be sounding like. It's pretty monstrous right now, not that much still. We're going to add a hard clipper in the first insert, some distortion kind of. Drag the wet up a little bit, put the drive down a tiny bit until it's pointing at the D, and this is pointing at the E in dry and wet. So the next thing we're going to have is a parabolic shaper. Go more distortion. So we're going to put this pointing at the T. See, it's now starting to sound pretty heavy. So now it's pointing at the D. Drag the drive down a little bit. And then we're going to apply a classic tube distortion. Drag this down until it's pointing at the D. Drag this down until it's pointing at the D, because we don't want too much. And then after that, going to Effects 2. Use the classic dimension expander to get some stereo widening. So drag this way down, like way down, and then drag this up. So drag this till it's about 9 o'clock. Drag this till it's about around, looks about 8 o'clock, 8 to 7. Put some EQing on. Don't want it interfering with the subs, so drop the low shelf down to a little bit, pointing at the O. Put a little bit of boost, tiny bit, boost, and then drag the high shelf. See, this is what we'll mainly be playing with. It's like the Growl. So yeah. Alright, so this is basically the bass patch. Now I'm going to add some external effects on it. So we don't need to EQ it, but for right now, but we're going to use an EQ. Just go to the search box, get an EQ 8, throw it in there. So put a little low cut on it, and then drag up the bell a little bit. Put a tiny Q on it. Boost it up a little there, and boost a tiny bit high shelf a little bit. So then this is basically the bass patch. This is the massive bass patch, and then we have a little EQ on it. Now we're going to put this into an instrument rack. You just hold down Command and G, drag it to an instrument. We're going to instrument rack, and we're going to enable the macro controls. So we're going to click the little wrench again. Now we're going to click on the map. All right. So, and then we're going to move the Growl a little bit until the map gets highlighted. So then you can click on the map, and it will map the Growl macro control. So you can exit out of that. So see, now it's mapped. So gotta turn this down a little bit. So that's our Growl for now. This is where it starts to get cool. Go into so I have a WoW filter too. I bought the WoW. It's really good for vowel filters. So we're going to keep the wet all the way up, but we're going to change the low pass to a band reject in WoW filter too. So you can tell that's pretty quiet. It's because the hyperbolic drive is down all the way. So we're going to hold down our note, and we're going to drag it up until it gets to the point where it gets loud. So that's about it. And change this to an A to E. Now click on that till it turns red. That basically enables the vowel. So, but it doesn't sound vowel-y right now. But why? That's because the resonance is turned down. So we turn this up. See, now it's starting to sound vowel. Kind of have that roar sound. So if you want more of a vowel sound, just turn up the resonance more. Boost up the volume a little bit. You can also change the vowel to what you want, maybe an O, E, maybe. It kind of loses it, so we're going to put it back to an A. Typically, the resonance is around 1 o'clock. But if you want really a vowel sound, turn up the resonance to about 3. The higher resonance, the more cutoff it will add to it. So you don't need to worry about the settings down here. You don't need that. So that's basically it. Now we're going to record a note. Alright. Sorry, just has to be really precise for me. And okay, that's good. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. You're going to right click on the growl. Actually, forgot something. We're going to take this. The growl will act at the exact same time as the filter. So we're going to map this. Drag the cutoff a little bit until it highlights again. Click on that until it says unmap. Hit map again so it deselects it. And then we're going to right click on macro 1. And we're going to say show automation. It's the first thing that comes up. Now I can just drag in whatever you want. I typically would just go like this and then down. But then you're losing the resonance kind of, so we're just going to maybe take this down a little bit. So you see, that's basically it. I will release the bass patch, but the wow filter you have to buy on your own, so I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. So that's basically it. You can change it if you want. I mean, if your DAW doesn't have macro controls, I don't know what kind of DAW you have, so you can change it up a little bit. So that kind of gives it that roar sound, but you know, if you want to leave it like this, it's fine. Yeah. So this is going to be one of many tutorials I'll be making from one of my signature growls. It's all me. I did not take it. I had some inspiration from other YouTubers who have done these methods, but most of it is from my creativity. So don't comment saying like you stole this from like JMac or whatever. It's all me. So that's basically it. Add a little EQ, wow filter, massive patch. I'll put the link in the description for it. And yeah, this is only one of many videos to come. So yeah, that's basically it. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment on my videos. I've been always saying that I would start a YouTube channel, but I never did. But this is my first, so cut me some slack. And yeah, follow me on SoundCloud, Twitter, like me on Facebook. Also, be sure to like the record label that I'm signed to called Unreal Sound. Link will also be in the description on SoundCloud for it and their Facebook page. So go check them out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.